Dan Blocker, best known for playing Hoss Cartwright on the legendary Western series Bonanza, has been a beloved figure in television history for decades. Though he passed away in 1972 at the young age of 43, his name and his legacy have continued to resonate with fans around the world. At 67, his son Dirk Blocker, who closely resembles his father and has followed in his footsteps as an actor, has finally opened up in a deeply personal way, confirming what many people had long suspected about the man behind the character. It's not a confession of scandal, but a powerful truth about the kind of person Dan Blocker really was. What many fans had always sensed about Dan Blocker was that the kindness and gentleness he brought to the character of Hoss wasn't just an act for the screen, it was who he truly was. Now, decades later, his son confirms it. According to Dirk, his father was exactly what people hoped, a gentle giant, full of love, empathy, and humor. Dan Blocker may have been a towering physical presence, but it was his heart that left the greatest impression on those who knew him. Dirk reflects often on how his father balanced his rising fame with staying grounded at home. Despite his growing popularity on Bonanza, Dan never acted like a celebrity within his family. He prioritized fatherhood and made sure his children never felt like they were growing up in the shadow of fame. He attended school events, spent weekends doing simple things like fishing or cooking, and always encouraged his children to be kind and honest. His humility in the face of stardom only made him more beloved by those around him. What many also suspected, but didn't fully know, was how deeply Dan Blocker valued integrity and fairness. On the Bonanza set, he was known for standing up for the crew, making sure everyone was treated respectfully regardless of their role. He was the kind of person who quietly made sure others were looked after. He didn't seek credit for it, he simply believed it was the right thing to do. Dirk, now 67, has admitted that for much of his life he struggled with the weight of his father's legacy. Losing Dan at 16 was not only a personal loss, but a spiritual and emotional turning point. Growing up, he often wondered if he could live up to the memory of such a strong and admired man. It's only in recent years, with the wisdom of age, that he feels comfortable speaking publicly about what his father meant to him, and to so many others. He also revealed something that adds a deeper layer to Dan Blocker's image, a quiet vulnerability. While many saw a confident, cheerful actor, Dan was sometimes deeply affected by the world around him. He took things to heart. Injustice, cruelty, and dishonesty troubled him, and Dirk says his father would often sit in reflection, trying to understand how to make a difference. He wasn't a man who simply played a noble character, he aspired to be that kind of man in real life. That depth, that sincerity, was what gave his on-screen presence such warmth. Dirk's recent comments also confirm that his father had a great sense of humor and a love for life's simpler joys. Whether it was cooking a big meal, cracking jokes with friends, or just sitting quietly with family, Dan Blocker knew how to be present. He didn't chase fame or wealth for their own sake, he saw acting as a way to support his family and share something meaningful with the world. So, when Dirk Blocker, at 67, finally spoke openly and emotionally about his father, what he admitted was something fans have long felt in their hearts: Dan Blocker was exactly the man we hoped he was. Kind, generous, deeply human, and unforgettable. It's not a shocking confession, but it's still the kind that can stop you in your tracks. Sometimes, the truth is powerful not because it's surprising, but because it confirms the best of what we believed.